film with friends, missing VHS videotape repeating.
Welcome back, family and crew, to another haul video. This one comes from City Thrift, where I work. A couple of VHS, a few other odds and ends, some DVDs and Blu-rays. So we'll take a look at them here real quick. Let's go. So first thing is, these are kind of weird. These came with cassettes in them. Free blank cassette with free blank video cassette tape with 3-pack purchase. Smooth Move number 203. Be a smooth character, let him roll. These are Camel VHS blank tapes. I just thought these are pretty crazy since Joe Camel was kind of abandoned, 30 plus years ago. These had tapes in them, but they were like pre-recorded, just random movies recorded on the blank tape. So I didn't want to feel like paying for the tape, so I just was able to take these for free. But I just thought they were really interesting. They used to be able to get free VHS tapes, blank VHS tapes with purchases of Camel cigarettes. But anything kind of Camel Joe branded is kind of rare nowadays, since it's kind of been recalled and discontinued. I just thought that was interesting. If anybody knows anything about this promotion, let me know. And on the VHS front, we have World Bass Champ Secrets, David Fritz on crankbaiting. Sounds dirtier than it is. Know nothing about this. I'm not seeing a year on it. So 1993 perhaps. We have Live Them Again, Great Sports Moments of the 80s. This is from Communications Diversified, 45 minutes, VHS format. Halcyon Days Productions. This is unopened from 1989. So maybe I'll open that, we'll see. Then we have another copy of Notorious 20th Century Fox Selections. I have a copy up here on the shelf too, but it looks like the one I already have is in better condition than this one. For some reason I thought the one I had already might have been still sealed, but I guess it's not. They're just random. I picked up two. These are two Polaroid T120s, but these have home movies on them. Travel, Destination Florida, Cancun, Mexico, Eureka Springs, Arkansas, Washington State, 1996, Family, 93-94, just somebody's random home movies. So those could be interesting to pop in and see what's what. Then I have this, More Police Squad, the hit TV series that inspired the hit movie The Naked Gun. So this is a Paramount release. Looks like it comes from Blockbuster. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 of Police Squad. And still continuing on with the VHS front, we have MCA Universal copy of To Kill a Mockingbird, which I believe is different than the one I have already. We have the X-Files movie. I think this is the movie. Yeah, this is the movie, which I don't have. This one is modified. Yeah, this is TV, or modified feature TV, so it's pan and scan. I do intend on collecting the 20th Century Fox widescreen clamshell version of it at some point. Then we have a copy of Disney's Flight of the Navigator, a movie I remember watching the hell out of. I think we had it taped off TV at some point when I was a kid. Then we have Jackie Brown on VHS. I may have a widescreen version of that on VHS that I bought originally. I don't recall. Then Leslie Nielsen and Dracula Dead and Loving It. Interesting about this one is kind of embossed right there. It's kind of puffy, the cardboard comes out. I saw this in the theater in 94 or whatever it was that it came out. And moving on to DVD. A bunch of random things. I have a copy of Urban Legends Bloody Mary. I don't know if you've seen it on the channel yet, but I have a VHS copy of this. But the VHS copy is bootleg, because if you look at the VHS, the cardboard case, on the back of it, it says DVD includes. So like they took like this image from the DVD and made their own VHS slip cases. Because then the DVD itself or the VHS when I watched it, the aspect ratio is all messed up. Then we have Gargoyle, Wings of Darkness. I know nothing about this. It just looked fun. Nobody's name I'm recognizing. Michael Pare. I know that name from somewhere, but I can't place who that is. We have Laser Moon, Tracy Lords and Bruce Carter. Tracy Lords is an interesting character. Besides her, I don't know anybody else in this movie or any of the makers. If you know anything about that movie, let me know. We have Predator Island. Another one I know nothing about. I don't recognize any names in it. And it just looks like it could be a fun, campy watch. Then we have Stephen Baldwin, Snake Man. Try to see anybody else in this. Stephen Baldwin. Nobody else I recognize. So a lot of these like kind of weird horror movies and stuff, very often they don't make it to the shelves of thrift stores, especially if it's a kind of like a Christian based or a church based organization. A lot of the weird horror stuff they just get rid of, they just throw away. We have the two disc deluxe edition of O, which is a fantastic movie. This movie was supposed to come out in 1999, but it got delayed because of Columbine. But Josh Hartnett's good, Julia Stiles, Mekhi Phifer, you got Martin Sheen in there. And the dude that played that dude on Daredevil. Can't think of his name. Then we have a movie called Piranha. Peter Brown, Ani Capri, William Smith. Know nothing about this. Just looked like it could be cool. And by cool, I just mean enjoyable. Fun, whatever watch. Then I got the 3-disc collector's edition of American Gangster. This is a rebuy. I owned this before on DVD. I still have the discs, but I really like this movie. This movie's fantastic, so I figured I'd rebuy it. Essentially, everything you're looking at, I was getting. Not only was this weekend, this past Saturday, 50% off media, books, music, movies. I also got my discount on top of it, so I got a ton of stuff, all for essentially like 30 cents a piece. So, 60th anniversary commemorative edition Pearl Harbor 2-disc set. I remember when this came out. I actually had 2 or 3 copies of this sitting on the media cart this weekend when I was at work. Not a great movie, but an enjoyable movie. Just realized that's 2 Josh Hartnett movies, 2 Leslie Nielsen VHSs. And then we have the Vista series, a director's cut version of Tombstone. Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer. This Vista series was pretty, I can't think it wasn't too in-depth. There weren't that too many, I think. There's Unbreakable, there was Tombstone, maybe 2 or 3 others. I don't recall what all was in the Vista series. But I remember owning a couple of them. I didn't own the Tombstone, but I owned Unbreakable. Still going with DVD, we have The Venture Brothers, Season 1. Another rebuy. This is one that I owned at some point and parted out the discs. Season 2, Venture Brothers. This is a really good show, really well-written show, fun show. Venture Brothers Season 4, Volume 2. I don't recall what seasons I collected these up to. I know I had at least the first 3 or 4, and I still do. Like again, I have the disc. I just got rid of all the boxes for some stupid reason. This was fun. Classic Television, Universal, Kolchak, The Night Stalker. I believe this is every episode. First time with all 20 original 1-hour episodes, 1974, 1975. There's a couple episodes of this that was released by Anchor Bay on VHS that I believe we've seen on the channel before. So I just thought that was kind of a cool. It has like a weird kind of shiny cover to it, almost chromium, if you will. Yeah, I'd call it chromium. So I thought that was cool. And then we got the collector's edition widescreen set of Jurassic Park and Lost World Jurassic Park. Shiny covers, sort of, I don't know if you call it embossed or what you'd call that, but it's raised up, has some texture to it. So that was another piece. Again, all these were roughly 30 cents each. Kicking over to Blu-ray real quick. We have Moonrise Kingdom. One of the Wes Anderson movies I'm not that big of a fan of. I think it's kind of one of the weaker ones, but that's just me. We have Ex Machina, Still Sealed. I've always heard great things about this movie, but I never got around to watching it. Then we have the 3D Blu-ray version of Guardians of the Galaxy. Still sealed. I think I have Guardians of the Galaxy on Blu-ray, but I don't remember if it's 3D. Then we have the Lego Movie. That one's open. Lego Movie 2, the second part. Captain America, the First Avenger Blu-ray DVD and digital copy. I think I have that one already. And then Captain America Civil War Collector's Edition. Originally $24.99. Okay, this one has the Blu-ray 3D as well. Again, got it for 30 cents. 30 to 50 cents, somewhere in there. And this is a great find too. The Godfather, the Coppola Restoration. Signature Series Blu-ray set. I think I had this on DVD originally. I might have parted it out, and I had the old Godfather box set on DVD before I parted it out. But yeah, same thing. This was 50 cents at most. This thing was probably like 70, 80 bucks when it came out originally. That's the Blu-rays. Just a few more DVD sets. We have The Wire, complete first season from HBO. Great show, fantastic show. I've been telling my brother to watch that show for years. He just hasn't done it yet. Then we have this cool thing, the special edition from MGM of the Pink Panther film collection. I believe it has 6 discs, 6 films. Pretty cool. It's kind of like a puffy case too. That's interesting. And then my third copy of Band of Brothers. As we know, I owned this originally, took the disc out, threw the case away. A couple of weeks ago, we saw in the haul video, I found a case that had no discs. I put them back together. Well, I haven't put them back together yet because all my discs are in storage. But this one came in and it still had the outer cardboard sleeve. So I was like, screw it, might as well. Again, cheap. And then even though I already have this is a second copy of the Pacific, which is sort of the Band of Brothers spiritual sequel. And the 10 sets, now I have 2 10 sets of each, both full. And then this one just seemed interesting. Vietnam Combat 3 DVD set from Playable Worldwide. I'm not sure exactly who. Timeless Media Group. 10 sets, so I thought that was neat. And then I got my hands on this. It's a Polaroid One Snap 600. It opens up kind of like Wall-E. Wall-E. So no film in it or anything like that. And push here, opens it up there. Empty cartridge. Fun fact, for those of you who don't know this, but Polaroids are actually powered by the cartridge. The cartridge that you buy with the film in it actually has the battery in it as well. So this thing doesn't do anything without one of these because that's where the power is. Maybe you knew that already, maybe you didn't. I didn't know that until I was in my 30s. I'll put that back in later. So I'll end that one there, except for this one little fun piece. It's Marvel Spider-Man Daily Bugle figure, Loot Crate limited edition. It's all black and white. He's supposed to sit upside down like that. So I got that. I got it to maybe give it to my nephew, but I think I might actually keep it for myself. I'll probably take it out of the box since the box is all smashed up. But I just thought that was neat. So again, this is 50% off media weekend, as well as my discount. So all these box sets, I haven't done the math, but I know essentially everything here, plus a couple more things we'll see in a separate video because they all kind of fit a series. Roughly, I'm being generous, 50 cents a piece, everything you saw. All these box sets, 50 cents. Godfather, all 3 movies, 50 cents on Blu-ray, 50 cents at most. Somewhere between 30 and 50 cents, so can't complain. Some VHS, some DVDs, a couple of rebuys. I've had that before. I've had that before. I've had these before and again already. Venturellas I've had before, but pretty fun. I thought this was a good haul. We'll see more that I got the same exact weekend, but they all kind of fit like a different thing that I'm doing. So we'll see that in one of the next videos. So as always, like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on everything here, and I'll see you in the next one.